Hi, I'm coming here from Canmore, which is where I'm going to be hosting a retreat this fall with some other amazing teachers, Dr. Monica Herwig, Dr. Julie Zepp, Dr. Kate Haslett. So if you're a healthcare practitioner and you are just needing some time to restore, to rejuvenate, to learn how to support your patients in their mental wellness, then please check out the link in my bio to come and join us. It's really going to be very special. But actually, what I wanted to pop on and talk about today was two examples of distorted automatic thoughts. So these come from cognitive behavioral therapy. And the two of them that I see a lot in practice and in myself as well are fortune telling and catastrophizing. So fortune telling is basically when you predict the future in a negative way. And catastrophizing is basically an extreme example of that, of fortune telling, in the sense that you just think everything is going to be a catastrophe. And this came up for me last week. I'm here on holidays with my son and his four 16-year-old friends. And I have a sensitive nervous system, so I was a little bit concerned about what happens if, and then just fill in the blank. What happens if I don't sleep? What happens if somebody gets hurt? What happens if? And that's another example of distorted automatic thinking, is the what if scenario. So these three examples, fortune telling, catastrophizing, and what if thinking, are really connected with each other. And I want you to understand that there's only three places we can live in our minds, right? There's the past, the present, and the future. And a lot of anxiety comes from predicting the future in a negative way. It moves you into a sympathetic state, which then pushes you into one of a few states, either fear or flight or fight or freeze or fawn. So what I did is I had to remind myself, because I got caught up in that for a little bit. I got caught up in the fear-based, catastrophizing, worst case scenario for a couple of days, actually, before I realized, oh my gosh, Chris, you don't need to be thinking that way. Why don't you affirm what it is you want to have happen? So I want everyone to be safe. I want no one to get hurt. I don't want to get sick myself. I don't want any of them to get sick. And so put my energy and my thoughts and intentions into what I want to have happen. So that's my little mental health tip for you today. So if you're somebody who catastrophizes in their thinking, is fortune telling in a negative way, or gets caught up in what if thinking, then see if you can pull yourself back to the present moment and then tune in with your heart-centered self and move forward with the next step, the next breath, the next thought on what it is you would like to have happen, because the future hasn't unfolded yet. So, and then lastly, check out the retreat. It's going to be here in Canmore. I don't think you can see the mountains. It looks kind of hazy, or maybe you could see them there in the end. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. There's the view that I have. Isn't that lovely? Oh my goodness gracious. See if I can come over more this way. Oops. Maybe I'll do better for you tomorrow.